All right.
Hello.
Well, hello everyone. This is Tribes Ascend, brought to you by Hi-Res Studios. We are bringing you a scrimmage between Void Engineers and Team Boss, who are helping us do the sort of invitational scrimmage series or tournaments, proof of concept for competition mode coming in the future. This is closed beta for Tribes Ascend. I am Delirium. With me are Hi-Res Bart from Hi-Res Studios, Tweak
Yo.
with analysis,
Heyo.
and Craig on camera.
Yo.
We're going to be reading up here, I think, for Arxnovena, the new map with the kind of Roman or Italian atmosphere. A nice outdoor setting with some cool buildings and
That's actually Blood Eagle type atmosphere.
right. I forgot. Hi-Res is very big on the tribes lore, keeping it real.
A little bit of name drop here. Eventually, I'm working with some of the devs, including Scott, as well as the art director, again, to have a lore episode of the Shaz Pod. We have a bunch of questions prepared for them, and if anyone's interested in lore of tribes, it's going to be a whole episode devoted to it.
Oh, Lord.
Get out of this channel right now. Not
No bad puns allowed, Bart.
not
That was a
welcome.
handsome-ass pun, though.
That was bad.
Not welcome.
Oh my goodness. Are they readying up here on Kata to go live on Arxnovena?
They are, yeah. They're switching some players out as Team Diamond Sword, so.
Diamond Sword is still going to be Team Boss, I believe.
Yes, the bosses.
Like a
DOS
boss.
mouse.
I think that is. I'm not sure if I'm going to get this right. I think the TROC guys are the Tribes Renegade online community. Renegades being one of the most famous mods of Tribes from the olden days, 14 years ago or so. Tribes has got a long and storied history of competition and mods and community support and map making and interfaces and whatever you can dream of. The Tribes community loves their game and makes content for it. We are looking vastly forward to competition mode and private servers and all the fun tournaments and prizes we'll be seeing coming up. Check it out if you have not seen it. BeyondGaming.com is where you can register your teams and schedule your scrimmages on the private comp mode servers, which will be. We're not sure when comp mode will be quite. You don't have an ETA on comp mode yet, do you? The rule set, Bart?
No, I do not. Sorry.
Unfortunately, that's not quite ready, but we are beta testing everything in the game and finding all the bugs and stamping them out and producing as much Tribes content as we can for you. Okay, one team is ready, waiting for the second one. Was Void Engineers was doing the changes or not? I thought it was Diamond Sword was changing.
I think, yeah, Diamond Sword was switching out one, and as was Blood Eagle, I believe so. Both Boss and the Bytor Void Engineers as well.
So we saw, unfortunately, Boss lose in a pretty unbalanced 5-1 against Void Engineers last map. But maps are all different. Different teams have different strategies for different maps. We could see Boss turn it around, but Void Engineers definitely came out and showed their strength. So I expect them, as Tweak does, to take this home.
Yep, they were a good team. They seemed to have their players in the right positions wherever they needed to be, especially Yellow Blue Jay and Shrike going onto the offensive with it, harassing their carrier. It was so useful for their offense to pull that flag back to their base.
I mean, definitely it looks like both teams made mistakes, as Void Engineers did give away one capture, but more mistakes, made on the other side, resulting in 5 total. And it's not even just mistakes really that are being made. It's also Void Engineers having strong offense and making sure that they're in the right place at the right time. So you can play well in advance as opposed to having the other guy make a mistake and you win as a result of that. So here we are, Arxnovena, the new map. If you haven't seen it yet, try and get in the closed beta for Tribes Ascend. Check that out. Get a key in the chat or on Facebook or whatever you want. We're going to be watching them duke it out. I've seen, again, scrambler capping was kind of coming into vogue as this map came out. I'm not sure if we'll see it on this map. It's probably going to be maybe Raider clearing and Pathfinder Ranger capping, but we'll see what happens.
This map heavily favors the back-to-front route, but if you can find them and use them properly through these corridors, are very effective cap routes. But both teams will probably be blocking these off, so clears will be really, really important on this map as the flag is kind of guarded compared to most other maps that we see.
The back cap, though, as you said, is very deadly in this map. It's not really possible to chase that. And there are already people on offense going oh, it's a Doombringer out defending the Blood Eagle flag. That's kind of surprising to see. Squidly roughing that Doombringer. And one generator has gone down for Diamond Sword. No, they're both down, actually. Simultaneous kills on that. And there we go. Matten has gotten away on that backward I was talking about a second ago. A few bullets will kill him, but at the moment it's going to be up to any Blood Eagle offense at all to stop that. Oh, it looks like he died running into his own base. It's going to be an easy capture, early capture for Boss. Sticking it to Engineer, showing they're not going to be lying down. A chain grab by Armadillo is going to be putting them in more danger. Thankfully, the Blood Eagle defenders are able to stop it. Do you think that that was going to be a thing that's going to be adjusted by for engineers to stop that from happening?
If they're going to be running these back-to-front routes often and they start to catch on to that, they're going to need some heavier midfield presence. It seems very flag-heavy, and if you don't see it coming and they get past you, you can't stop them in the midfield like you can on most other maps, especially with the sniper. This Aqueduct can block a lot of line of sight.
After that chain grab was stopped, Matten has already come around again and tried to get it off again, but I think they wised up a little bit and they were able to slow him down and stop him. Here comes Armadillo, trying to clear for some nobody, I guess, isn't quite in position yet. Dimitsu's helping him out. There's been a pick up and drop on the Diamond Sword flag, but that's not going to go anywhere, I don't think. They put it back on the stand, I'm not sure why. Frost is probably going to be looking to pick it up here in a second.
Ultimately, what this map's going to come down to, I think, is offensive coordination. Other maps like Crossfire, you can get away with some llama grabs here and there, but this map is so easily defended. You're going to really need that offense coordination. I
want to tell everyone who wasn't able to see it that Blood Eagle of Engineers completely demolished the boss stand. Frost needs a pickup here, unfortunately, on his base. He got home clean, and there's no one there to pick him up. Either they killed them all or something. But the flag he was carrying has gone home. And no, the flag that Matten was carrying is now going to go home. They completely own the boss stand. And Bytor's now done one of his famous llama guys at the stand, that cluster offense you were talking about before, where you just defend their stand like it's your stand and make it hard for them to control their own territory. Armadillo, though, with an E-grab, has taken it away. And Bytor's in a lot of trouble on the back. So Craig is saying that he's seeing mid-air passes by Diamond Sword, is that what you said? So Boss is trying to do
one.
some sneaky...
Armadillo attempted to pass to Hunts, missed, and Blood Eagle was able to get a return off of that with Snowdog on the flag going through. Now he's gotten away clean.
So yeah, it's up to Dimitsu and the other offense here to stop Snowdog from capping it, because he has gotten home, in record time, even though it was just a long grab to stand. And thankfully Sunfire or Snooks or somebody was able to get it home. But again, they don't have control of their stand. They're not being aware of when their flag's going to be when it is returned. Oh, Silverstar with a nice snipe stops that run. Frost is going to try and pick it up in the field. And at the same time, Matten has run kind of that same through the midfield route instead of going around the side, like some of the side-to-side routes you were talking about before that go through the tunnels. And both flags being controlled by Boss at the moment. It's going to be 2-0 Boss. They've done something. They brought on their team players or something, but they've gone up 2-0 against Engineers, who stomped them last round.
Yeah, it certainly seems this is one of Void Engineers' weaker maps. They may not have played it as often or what, but something's not working out for them.
I gotta make fun of your bird in the background. Is that a parakeet?
Shoot, I normally cover that up. I'll be right back.
So while I am down a caster, I'll just say that I've been really amazed.
Done. No, it's literally right next to me. I'm done.
Okay. Dimitsu was running that. It's like kind of I'm not sure about. I can't quite see how fast that was because I was not watching him at the time. But he's already most of the way home. There's a strike up now for Void Engineers, so that's going to be. They had to have repaired it because it hasn't been 5 minutes yet. Both generators were taken down. So he gets that ram on Hunts. Not just going to get that quick return, lucky for him. And both flags are going to be in reset mode. Furious Phantom, ooh, sneaks away with it. Nice. Through those tunnels, looks like. I thought he was stopped in the building, but it looks like he actually just ran a nice route and is now going to have to be hunted down by Hunts and Snooks.
Hunts is using an interesting technique trying to chase. He was using the Raider grenade launcher, which when chasing, I feel any sort of automatic weapon is the best chasing weapon in game right now.
Dimitsu is in pretty good shape off that back route, but again, now that Blue Jay's in a strike, it's going to be a little bit harder for Boss. Oh, a strike for Boss is now out. Doing a little strike dogfight. The flag's just sitting there. Needs someone to pick it up. Matten's looking for it. And Blue Jay's right on top of it. Unfortunately, Matten's going so slow, it's a little hard to shoot at him. My striker always complains that when you're going slow, it's hard to shoot at you in a strike, because strikes are just so fast. Snowdog could get this return, but the Blamesore flag has come home. It's going to be 3-0 Boss in a second here. Snowdog wants to get his patented E-grab. Body blocks Frost, who wanted to get on a real route. Slantis with an O-snipe is getting the flag dropped. Ah, and Frost gets the returns. This could be a nice capture for Void Engineers if they can just get control of both flags. But Armadillo's gotten a grab off the stand, and it's going to be up to Void Engineers to stabilize to stop this. No, Snooks with another return.
If that actually worked, I would have been very shocked, especially since Frost, who was on an actual route, was body blocked by his own teammate.
Dimitsu again. Actually a little surprised that Boss is winning here since they didn't have control over their stand for quite a period of time earlier. Looks like there might have been a llama grab by Bite where he sniped by Silver Star. Matten's going to try and return it. In the ground? I don't think it was. No, I think that was just a glitch on your side, Craig, because I think it was in the riverbed and somebody returned it. Now it is 3-0 Boss. Boss has been destroying Arx. He must have practiced this map a lot. Not a lot of teams have played a lot of time on this map because it's very new. Frost is cruising through that back route, the unchaseable route on this map. Meanwhile, Armadillo going the opposite direction. Now, Frost is going to be in a little trouble here. He needs to find his teammates because last time he got home like this, there was no one there to pick him up and he just died and the flag went home. He wants to give it to that Doombringer, but Hunts is right there looking for it. And he gets it with like no HP left. That's going to be up to whatever... I think both flags went home actually, I didn't realize that happened. But either way, it's going to be... have to be a new... No, Furious Phantom sort of, you know, waltzing through the base at like 2 miles an hour. It's quickly dispatched, and Dimitsu is going to be coming over here trying to make it 4-0 for Boss. I don't know what Void Engineers can do at this point. They're in a lot of trouble. So let's say you're Void's captain right now, Squeak. What do you say to your guys?
They need to get organized again on their offense. They had that glorious moment in the beginning where they had complete control of the stand, but right now it just seems like 1 week cap after 1 week cap without seeming any offensive pressure coming in.
Lanthus thankfully saves this back route that Matten was doing, but Dimitsu was right there at the death site to pick it up. Furious Phantom has done a quick front to back. It looks like he's going all the way around the long way, but this striker, the Nazman, for ooh, the strikes cancel each other out and crash into each other. I was gonna say he could easily go over there and take out Furious Phantom on this very long plodding route he's taking on the side, but I don't think that's gonna happen now that the blue strikes are dead. Void Engineers get their flag home, but Armadillo is right there waiting to pick it up again.
It seems they've lost control over pretty much all aspects of the map at any given time. Whenever something happens for Diamond Sword, it seems they are in complete control, offense and defense.
I've been baffled because they were just in such control last map, overall aspects of flag play, that I'm really surprised that they're having so much trouble against Boss. Seems to be everywhere at once right now. Blue Jay has actually switched to Ranger instead of Tech or Sniper, whatever he usually plays. Oh, Furious Phantom conks and kills, and Nitrous gets a nice return. This could be there we go, it's the first capture for Void Engineers. There is plenty of time for them to come back if they've made the proper adjustment. I don't know what that would be in this case. Armadillo with a front grab is not going to go anywhere, I don't think. Not against all those defense and a Doombringer raining bullets down on him. He'll be cut off the pass before he knows it's hit him. Vitor's, I'm not sure if that was a llama grab or what, but llama grab is quickly killed on the front. Actually, Armadillo's not doing too bad. Considering
Matt's coming in to cut him up, or maybe
to pick him up.
Good.
They've been doing these mid-air passes you were talking about, Craig, and now, unfortunately, Lanthus with that evil snipe has been all over the flag defense for Void Engineers. It's gonna be put back on the stand, I dare say, unless they babysit it out here. Things have quieted down a whole lot. There's not been a whole lot of flag movement. in the last couple of minutes, so they may be getting ready for a big offensive push. Again, another snipe by Lanthus has stopped the flag cold in its tracks. Looking at Bytor, who's going to try and run a real route for once, I think. Either that or he's hiding from Nazman in that defensive strike. Either way, though, they have stopped the captures coming from Boss, and they are up. They have gotten one score, so they could actually, in the amount of time remaining, keep good plays going. Quit making mistakes and just turn it around. It is good to see that Boss is not pushovers, though. That they have come out really strong in this map after being, kind of embarrassed last map 5-1.
Yeah, it's good bench to 5-1 the team on the next map as usual again.
And then you'll have a lot of momentum going into the third map on top of that. Dimitsu has run that same back route again, and it's going to be up to all of the players on Void Engineers to get over that stand ASAP and stop this play from happening. Otherwise, it's game over. That just lumps it off the stand, but there's just people everywhere. There's a ton of Void Engineers trying, they're all going to crash the stand now because they know it's going to be over if they don't get there. Oh, they get everything in once. They get the carrier, they get the return, they get the pickup. Everything's going in their way, but unfortunately, there's not enough pressure here on Hunts, who just takes it away again.
Yeah, they had all their pressure on the offense, and it left the defense pretty open. But it looks like they've managed to get control of it again with a good Nitron. But
looks like Nitro's actually. Did he Nitron Hunts and then Hunts picked it up again?
He's a ranger, so I'm not sure what happened, but the flag was out of his hand.
He probably tried to do one of their funny midfield, mid-air throws and missed it. Or he was throwing to himself. I've seen that in Tribes too. They throw to themselves just to be cute. See, they're doing all this cool passing. The Boss is now passing to Dimitsu in the backfield, where there's just nobody around to stop him.
Yep, these passes are very, very useful because not only does it allow you to, because typically you'll get onto the stand and out at least half health. You don't typically get out of there with full health. So if you can get a good good pass, your capper now has full health and he can waltz his way back all the way home.
A strike
With
goes
an
up
excellent strike on the stand,
yeah.
knocks the flag out of the hand, and they do get a return on that.
That was Frost again with that return. One of their offensive players has been really good about that. But what was I going to say? I think that actually the Nazman, their striker, is one of the people who that they brought in the last minute for Arx, doing a roster switch at the last second. Snowdog running his favorite llama grab ever, just trying to get picked up by Furious Phantom. It's not going to happen, I don't think. I think Boss realizes now they don't have to do a whole lot because they've just had the awareness for all these flag plays to control it. No, Lanthus stops them at Madden halfway home. Hunts is gonna... No! Hunts is killed too! Lanthus is on a roll here.
Lanthus is a very good shot. I hate going into a server against him. He always seems to be quite on aim.
And Furious Phantom puts it back on the stand before Sunfire can get there to keep the flag rolling. But again, Boss is not letting up. Here goes Armadillo again. Bounces off the heavy on flag or whoever that is. And Dimitsu's are going to be already setting up for another back run. Ooh, Snowdog on a real route has gone through the side. Now he's going to dodge by the Aqueduct and try and look for someone to pick up in the midfield. But again, they have the Nazman in a strike. He could usually just cut him off the pass. Not very hard on these long routes to stop the guy from getting away. Well, he's having to walk up this hill, actually.
Yeah, it looks like he dead stopped at the crest of the hill.
Did he
there.
actually hit a polygon funny and lose his ski?
Yeah, he stopped right in his tracks.
Easy picking now for the Diamond Sword defense to just hold it here in this awkward spot. They got another good... Go ahead.
We haven't seen the offense for Blood Eagle in some time. It just weak grab after weak grab. I'm not sure why they aren't putting forth a more concerted effort.
Snowdog's trying to get his own flag, but I think that Snooks just wants to deny him that pleasure and takes it away. They've got a couple guys, like you said, milling around, but they're not all attacking at the same time. Some of the grabs they've gotten have been sort of solo cappers running cowboy routes or just weird little long grabs off the stand. Silver Star, another good sniper on this server, is taking it to him. And Armadillo has gone front to back all the way to be picked up by Dimitsu over on this hill. It's not too bad. The hills are really big there. You can get some good speed. You can hide from snipers and just sort of take your time waddling back Unfortunately, though, all these defenders now are going to cut them off and make it really hard for them to move that flag. What do you think about this front to back grab that Armadillo's doing? That he's been doing a couple of times.
It's not as effective as any other grab. The front to backs are typically some of the least effective routes, just in terms of getting back to your base in a timely manner. There's so much that can happen in terms of chasers, e-grabs, and all that.
You can have some bad luck like Armadillo just had against Frost and company, but again, if you have a plan, like a grab cycle's out there to pick you up, or if you have like guys to escort you and just duel for the flag, you could move it that way.
Yeah,
It's
that was
sneaky,
what I was going to say next. If they do a back to front and they have somebody set up on, a front to back, and they have somebody set up on an awkward sort of back to front and do a nice toss off, you can get really good speed.
And Boss has
change
been doing
direction.
that. They've been doing the mid-air passes. Actually, Demitsu's going to close this out here. Oh, saved at last second by Snowdog, who unfortunately has no HP. He's probably going to die to Nazman here. Yeah, this is going to be the 5-1 cap out right now. No, it looks like he was compensated the last second, but they counted the capture anyway. So 5-1 to Boss after losing 5-1 to Void Engineers. So we are a tie game, folks. It is 1-1 in this series. Next map, I think, is Dry Dock. We're going to be live in a few seconds unless they make substitutions. I haven't asked that question yet. But let's take the stream down and go to a new recording.